Dear soul, I have been waiting for you in the unseen. I stayed near you, praying you would feel this moment. Archangel Michael is not known for waiting. He moves. Yet today I remained for 2 full hours. I stayed because this urgency is too strong to let go. Something serious, something beyond this world is entering your life like a wave of truth, and a door has opened. A private investigator believed they could work quietly, but they have been revealed. You were not meant to discover this, yet heaven broke the silence because you need the truth now. You cannot imagine how long heaven has watched these events unfold. But the wait in the spiritual world cannot be overlooked. Today, Archangel Michael stood in front of your name and told you it was over. There is a pattern being found and a hidden truth is coming out. You are in the middle of it all. Someone was paid to look into your path in depth. Yes, into your money, what you do and how you feel. But this isn't just interference from people. It was meant to make your blessings hard to get to you. God said, no, though. We're telling you this because you need to hear it before anything else does. There was something over you that almost got to you. This is what I mean. Someone planned, watched, and tried to gain power by knowing things they weren't supposed to know while you slept. A man who thought he was hidden was caught by God. God took off enough of the veil so that Archangel Michael could speak to your heart. Open this right now. Do not skip it. Don't go away. There is a reason why heaven found you today. Even if you can't see it, someone was watching your life even though you didn't let them. Pay attention to this. You are now protected by God in a way you have never known. Not because you asked, but because you are about to enter a holy place and no one should mess with it. It looks like you are going to see something amazing. Because the change is so big, the enemy wanted to know about it early so they could hurt you. But heaven told the messenger to stop now. Everything that was hidden is coming out. There were other people with the private investigator. He had a name on him, a client. Yes, that identity is now being shown to us in the spirit. They were interested in more than just where you are now. They were trying to find a way into your future. Your fate, however, is already set. And everyone who looked at it without permission from heaven is being shown the truth. That's why Michael showed up. This is why you can feel angels moving around your house tonight. Heaven has been warning you for 2 hours that your next choice could lead you to divine truth or away from it. They crossed a line, and that line was the spiritual line around your favor. The miracle does happen here though. There is no weapon that can hurt you. They tried to pay to learn something secret. God replied with fire. They tried to find out things. God messed up their plans. Heaven picks a person and no one can touch that person. And loved ones, heaven has you. That's why this message couldn't be put off. That's the reason the angels wouldn't rest. That's why Michael stayed for so long. You were spiritually in danger and didn't know it. So, you don't know how much protection was put around you recently. The detective had a file or piece of information in his hands that he should never have found. But heaven spoke up before it could leave his hands. That was the moment Michael came down. At that very moment, the bells of heaven tolled. At that moment, your name was called through the courts above and marked as important. This message was made at that moment and sent to you by God's breath to wake you up and bring you out of the silence into knowledge. You are seeing this right now because you are being both warned and woken up. This message wasn't just written down. It was sent because the plan to hurt you was found out. It was made in spirit and moved through light. And the person who did it is now being talked to. You still have to make a choice. Though you need to decide what to do with this divine seeing light and truth. You can ignore it and call it a coincidence, or you can see it as a fire going into darkness and choosing to shine. Heaven never sends a warning for no reason. The hour can't be pushed back any further once Michael speaks. People looked for, passed around, and almost sold information about your money, energy, and movements. That is until heaven changes the story. You're safe. Yet protection is not a passive thing. You have to stay behind this shield even though you know the storm is coming. Otherwise, the enemy will try to change the story again. Stay close to God's voice. This time, though, it won't happen. You've been too far away. Envelope with an arrow on it. Don't push this message away if it makes you feel something. Now is the time to tune into God's frequency so you never miss what heaven sends your way right away. Click the subscribe button to get the divine alerts that were made just for you. It's important to note that this investigator was not like others. This person knew how to blend in with other people and stay hidden. But they were seen by heaven before they could go away. They were found next to a path of information and a truth that has to do with your fate. You are being pulled towards something bigger. What that private investigator did wasn't just look through your present. He tried to get in the way of what was going to happen next. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Not if you open your eyes today and let what is yours come to you naturally. You know who hired them. There is a link between you from the past. What they did was more than just betrayal. It was an attack on your spirit. But God stood in the way. Michael made it clear. Now everything that was hidden is coming apart. You're not making this up. It felt like someone was looking at you. You thought something was wrong. Your energy has been a little off lately. It wasn't just fear either. It was a fight for the soul. Truth always has more power than lies. So, it's coming to an abrupt end. It is always light that shows every secret file and hidden goal. This is how God brings every hidden fear to light. He also leads you to peace, clarity, and faithful action in every area where fear has tried to hold you back. As your parent, I can see the trouble you've been having, the stress you feel about money, the worries that stay in the background, and the times when you don't know what to do next. Peace is already on its way because you've been asking for it. You're not supposed to stay scared. You should move forward every day with a plan, faith, and clear step. So, a simple system has been set up in front of you. A 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day, this system will give you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move forward. There is no stress or confusion. There is only steady progress toward peace and stability. Today is the day to take the first step toward making things better. If you feel ready, this could be the start of a big change in your life. The link is in the description and in the comments that have been pinned below. Don't get scared right now. It's time to get up. You're not by yourself. Heaven saw what they were doing, and now you are a part of a divine case where they can't hide the truth any longer. You were chosen to not only make it through this moment but also to rise above it and help others through their own times of spiritual sabotage and spying, because other people have been through the same thing as you, but they don't have Michael by their sides. Yes, you do. You've always had. Your spirit is awake and your enemies are scared if you're still reading this. The police officer thought they could leave, but they couldn't get away from divine vision. Heaven sees things that people can't, and heaven doesn't let its chosen suffer while they are blind. Now is the time to turn. Being aware will give you power. Your power will make things clear, and your clarity will guide you to the divine. Right now, you're not only safe, but also dangerous to the darkness as you walk, since you now know. And the best weapon in spiritual warfare is knowledge. There was a shift as soon as you took this message to heart. Heaven wrote it down. Your life path has a time stamp on it. You just got a boost in your destiny. That's not poetry either. It's a sign. The people who tried to hold you up didn't fully understand who was walking with you. Their lack of understanding shows in how sensitive your spirit is. You didn't need proof. You needed confirmation from God. And that's it. It was given to Archangel Michael to play the trumpet over your life tonight. This isn't just an alert. It's the start. Everything that was planted around you in darkness is about to be burned up by a spiritual fire. Someone paid a lot of money to get to a file on a hidden server that had your name on it. Did you believe me? Someone asked you about your plans, who you were talking to, and what doors were about to open for you. They didn't know, though, that once heaven marks you, no human system can figure out your path. In the spirit world, that file was burned. The access has been taken away. The man who read your future without your permission is no longer reading anything. Heaven is now reading him. People who can't be seen have cleared you in their courts. The enemy was trying to keep you from following your intuition by making you feel heavy, sad, or anxious for no reason. They didn't want you to figure out what was going on. They wanted you to be too busy, distracted, or cut off from your inner fire to notice them. But heaven made sure to stop you right now because your light is too rare. Your call is too clear, and the darkness can't handle your future. You'd understand why they went to such lengths to look into you if you knew how big your next door was. They were scared when they saw what was coming for you. Your path is about to become incredibly clear. Soon a door will open and you'll remember this message as the prophecy that freed your name. If a private investigator starts to watch someone, it means they think they are going to do something great. The rules are very different when that person is being watched by heaven. Every eye on earth that looked at you in secret is now blinded by divine light. They needed facts. God sent fate instead. Archangel Michael didn't just say your name today. He fought for it. He stood between the picture of you and the picture on the dark report. He cut the cords. He stopped attempts. Within the next 7 days, he took apart something that was meant to hurt you. But instead of harm, good things are about to happen to you because heaven always turns things around so that they become your testimony. Your name has changed places now. It's not just yours anymore. It's proof from heaven. The enemy knows you're not normal even though you think you are. So they tried to spy instead of talk. They hired watchers instead of being brave because they knew that your light would make them less dangerous. If they came up to you directly, they went behind the scenes. They didn't find weakness, though. It was a warrior soul that was protected by God. You are about to find out who has been watching who now that the roles have been switched. They're not after you. You're the fire. And you can't follow fire. It needs to be respected. If some people in your life start acting strange, don't be shocked. People who said your name behind your back will now hear it in public. God's justice is quiet at first, but then it speaks out loud and it always shows up on time. Don't fight back. Do not argue. Do not move. Because God is the one who gets revenge. What he does behind the scenes is even bigger than what you can say. The exposure is taking place. The truth is coming out. And your story is being rewritten so that the people who tried to take over your future can't leave their mark on it. Do you have chills going through your body right now? That's not fear. It is acknowledgement. Your spirit knows this is true, not a traumatic event. This is just the right time. The storm went over your house at this time because Archangel Michael was watching the door. They were too far away to get close. They were not allowed to touch holy things. Your future is more important than they can ever know. Because of this message is more than just facts. This is alignment. God has just put things in order for you. There's something else I need you to understand. Your gut didn't let you down. You've been having a bad mood lately because the spiritual world was loud and you didn't know it. There were whispers, gut pulls, and nights when you couldn't sleep. That wasn't something you made up. That was God trying to keep you from falling into the trap that was being set. And now that it's over, you'll see that peace has come back. The air is better. It's lighter now. The spiritual cameras that tried to see into your soul have been turned off for good. They were interested in your money, where you lived, and what you planned to do next. One thing they forgot, though. Heaven's children don't follow the rules. They move in their favor. You can't guess who will win. You can't keep track of miracles. You can't stop someone who is walking as if it were orchestrated by God. No one should keep an eye on you. People are amazed by you. That's what's going to happen next. You're going to be seen, but not by spies. You'll be seen by supporters, angels, and chances that see how valuable you are. Do not play down what just happened. Someone with a private eye crossed a spiritual line. The only reason you're hearing about it now is because Archangel Michael told heaven to tell the truth before it was too late. It's safe for you. But you can now also get back everything that was stolen behind your back. You can trust your own path, have faith in yourself, speak up, and be stable. All of it is coming back now with divine interest. This message was never meant for you to find by accident. You planned for it to happen before the investigator even did anything. And now that you have it, something in your atmosphere has been unlocked. Things are going to get faster. Now things will become clear. Weird wait times will end. The fog will clear up now that the cloud has gone away. The storm has rolled over. No longer are you hiding in the dark because someone is interested in you. You are in the center of God's will. You're not just getting through this. You're taking charge now. Spiritual order, God's clarity. What was hidden can now be seen. Things that were stolen are now being given back. The private detective who tried to figure out parts of your path accidentally set off something much stronger than any plan on earth. They set you on the path to awakening. And there's no going back now that you're awake. You can taste the truth now. The truth changes everything. It makes you brave. It makes you aware. It stops you from doing anything. As we talk, the energy around you is changing. Feel it. Something is letting go. There is a spiritual thing being taken apart. The invisible wires that were watching over your life have been cut off by Archangel Michael's sword. He sent more than just this message. He went through realms to get it to you. That was how important this moment was. That's how important it was for you to hear this before it got dark. You're not reading this to feel better. You're reading this because the time has changed and God doesn't want you to be blind when you go to the next part. They were trying to use everything they learned about you against you, like your income, your spiritual sensitivity, your mood swings, and your private prayers. The watch stopped, though, when the sacred fire showed up. The person who sent them is now spiritually open. Now, they can't trick anyone from behind the curtain. You don't need to get even. You only need people to obey. Your story is being edited by God, and every sentence that wasn't written by God is being taken out. Heaven will take care of the rest. In 48 hours, you'll feel stronger. Don't be shocked if you want to cry for no reason. That's your spirit letting go of stress it didn't even know it had. This exposure is good for you. Not only are you being protected, but your spirit is also being healed. This is heaven's way of telling you that you're important enough to defend. It's worth divine war for your path, your purpose, and your peace. That shows how important your calling is. That shows how valuable your future is. In order for you to notice, Michael did nothing for 2 hours. Some people are leaving now. Do not go after them. They were only in your life to get close to your light. They can't handle the heat now that the light has changed frequency. Some people will say things. Let them. It's funny how the truth can break people down. You no longer need to beg people to be honest. It's coming right now. The truth is pulling itself toward you. The veil is taken away. It's over with the show. You're making the people who played parts around you forget their lines. Don't worry if your plans change. All of this is part of the cleansing. There was more to this than just making you aware. It was meant to change the path of your whole atmosphere. You were never supposed to close your eyes before the next season. The Spirit is now your eyes. You are being led by light, not sound. That road is being cleared by the angels who watched over this message until you opened it. You're not behind. You're not behind schedule. God is going to punish you right on time. And right now, justice is being done. It matters when you open this, even the exact time. Heaven asked you to wait until your heart could handle the truth. It wasn't time for you yet. You would have had doubts about yourself. Before, you might have thought, maybe I'm just being paranoid. But now you know better. In the Spirit, you've grown up. You've become smarter about things. You can now see that spiritual battle can look like whispers, cameras, clicks, and quiet questions asked behind closed doors. But now, light has kicked those doors open, and you can't hide anymore. Their name is coming up, but you don't know who hired them yet. You'll soon feel it. They'll come out because the light around you is too strong for darkness to hide in, not because you ask them to. Don't let your heart turn bad when they do. Make it stand out. Brave enough to avoid being manipulated. Brave enough to cut ties with people you didn't want to. Brave enough to believe that God is with you even when people fail you. Plus, there's something else. The money that was being held up. You've been wondering why things are taking so long. That's why big steps forward always seem just out of reach. It wasn't you. I wasn't lazy or it was the wrong time. It was interference from spirit. That investigator wasn't just looking around. He was supposed to give an update. That report was going to be used to put pressure on your money, your relationships, and your progress. But get ready now that the plan has been thrown out. Your flow is about to come back like a river that was blocked but is now free to flow again. Don't be shocked if money shows up out of the blue. This is what divine disruption looks like. Someone pays a debt they forgot about, or a door that was closed suddenly opens again. When heaven starts to open up your financial doors again, it also shows you a straight path so that the worry you've been carrying can be replaced by peace, clarity, and faithful action. You've been carrying a heavy load. My child, I can hear the stress you're feeling about money, the thoughts that won't go away, and the nights when you try to sleep, but your heart feels heavy. Peace is what you want, and I agree with you. You are not meant to live in worry all the time. Every single day, you should feel calm, safe, and guided. So, a simple path has been set in front of you, a 30-day faith and money breakthrough system made to help you get over your fears and see things clearly. You will be shown a short prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction every day so you can finally feel in charge again. There is no stress or confusion. Only small steps that change everything over time. That will help you feel calm again, less stressed, and slowly get back in charge of your life. This time, don't ignore your gut if it tells you it's time. The link is in the title and the comments below it. When heaven stops something that was going against you, the good things that were waiting to come and start to pour in, you should also not question them. You should be happy, clear, and ready to welcome them with open arms because you won't have to fight for what's coming next. You'll have to take comfort in the fact that you've already been protected. Now it's safe. Now you're safe. Not just in the body, but also in the spirit. Things that were hiding around your name in dark places are now on their knees. Spirit spies can't get to things that are sealed with fire. You, dear one, are sealed. You are no longer being looked at. You have been freed. What was looked into doesn't matter anymore because heaven ruled in your favor. Now all you have to do is walk forward. Your face has a new glow. There is now a glow. It will be seen by many. People will say you look different. It's not your face. Your frequency is it. You are now in tune with divine awareness. That kind of awakening can't be taken back. They kept an eye on you because they wanted to find a weak spot. However, all they found was divine strength. It's now their turn to wonder how the truth got away from them. And you are the one who stands up with answers. This message can't just be another whisper in the day. You've come too far. Now is the time when heaven marks you again. Not now with a warning, but while there is oil, your name is being anointed with new oil. And do you know what's lovely about that call? People can't touch you. A glow is made that the enemy can't copy and the past can't fade. Now that you've opened your mind to this truth, that oil is coming straight from God's courts through Archangel Michael's command and into your next 7 days. Yes, for 7 days. That's how fast the change will become clear. The investigator had 10 days to finish their work. The last report he was going to write in 3 days would have been used to cause trouble, but God messed up his plan just at the right time. Right now, what was going to happen to you will turn around and happen for you. Heaven did more than just stop the messenger. They took back the message. What they meant to do to hurt you will now shine a light on you and your reputation will rise. Don't try to make sense of everything. This is beyond our world. This is amazing technology that works faster than anything people could make. Archangel Michael blocked a spiritual message that was meant to attack your time period. He stopped a message that would have taken away your future good luck. You are now the exception, the interruption, because you listened. Because you opened this when your name was calling out for help. The person whose story won't end in loss but in legend. Allow them to talk. Let the people who are behind it all writhe under the weight of being found out. Your job now is not to hide in shame, but to shine after this. Since the fire didn't burn you up, it made you clean. It burned away every secret attachment, every silent attack, and every weight that wasn't yours, but was put on you without your permission. You feel freer, stronger, smarter, and lighter now. That's the part they didn't see coming. They thought the investigation would bring you down, but it made you look great instead. Now things will feel different. The way you think will get clearer. You'll pay attention to things you didn't before. You'll believe lies where you used to believe the truth. People will try to trick you where there was only confusion before. This isn't crazy talk. It is divine insight. Michael has made you more aware of yourself. You're no longer here to doubt yourself. You're here to walk with faith. The kind of conviction that breaks cycles of generations and makes rooms quiet just by walking in. Also, don't ever settle down again. Don't ease up on your vibration to make someone else feel better. The person who asked for this investigation wanted to keep an eye on something they didn't know much about. They tried to look at things they didn't have. They will never be able to figure out your destiny. Though, because it's written in heaven and not in files. They will try to play it down now that the attempt failed. They'll act like it wasn't a big deal. You should know better, though. You heard from God before it was too late. Do not react based on your feelings. Answer spiritually. Thank you very much. Thanks, Michael. Thank your spirit for being strong enough to keep this state of mind. You didn't break down. You are not sitting in worry. You are standing in clarity, and miracles are drawn to people who are clear. People will find you faster if you clean up your space. Being aware makes confusion less likely to happen. And heaven will trust you more with news like this the more you walk in truth. You have once again been upgraded. That's exactly what this is, a divine upgrade. You're not just someone God watched over. God now trusts you to know what's best. Vision, leadership, and divine foresight are being given to you. You'll begin having different dreams. You'll have answers when you wake up. People will ask you how you knew something was going to happen, but you'll just smile and remember this day as the day you realize spiritual interference and divine interruption are real. Before you go digging to find out who did it, take a moment to think about it. What you need to know will be shown to you by God. But not everything is meant to be a fight. There are things that are meant to be holy. At this very moment, you have been dedicated, spiritually sealed, and emotionally reset. You're not moving forward like you've been lied to. You're walking as a tool of divine plan. You're not here to get back at them. You're here to get way above the battlefield. This ends your story. Let this message calm you down. Let the emotional spiral finish. Let the trust grow again, because heaven is now keeping a closer eye on you than ever. They know how sad you've been. They know you felt unsafe, but it's over now. The hole has been closed up. The interference is over. And what's coming next isn't about getting better. It has to do with rewards. What are you going to do now? There is no noise, just alignment. Shift your goals around. Check how you're connected. Get back to your sacred purpose. Then watch how the universe comes together to help you. The force that tried to hold you back is now the force that moves you forward. People who got you wrong will have no choice but to look at your glow. People who hid their interest will suddenly stop talking. It's not because you spoke to them, but because God has turned off their microphones. It's safe for you. You are also now stronger. You know what's true. You know what's going on behind the scenes. You could feel hands trying to stop you. You can go as far as you want now that they've been let go. It's no longer possible. The lies can't be heard. The investigation is over. And now your life is about to change in ways you never thought possible. Now take a deep breath. Feel that. That sound means you are free in your spirit. You're right where you should be. The next story will feel like justice wrapped in joy and sealed with favor. Heaven is still not done and the fun is just beginning. It's very important that you're still here. It means that your spirit isn't skipping ahead of God's plan. It means your soul leans in instead of away. Now you know why heaven is interested in your story. People who pause, listen carefully, and feel the weight of a message like this are the ones who are picked for something special, something that heaven doesn't give out easily. Everyday life was never meant to be for you. You were made to walk in deep truth. Let me make this clear. You're not the same person you were before this message. The mood in your room has changed. Spiritually, your name has just been written in a new book, even if you don't feel it. It may have felt like war over the past few weeks with all the delays, confusion, strange conversations, missed chances, sudden tiredness, and things that didn't make sense. But now you know it was surveillance, a setup that you couldn't see. But heaven was keeping an eye on the watcher. And the trap that was set for you turned into the proof that walks with you now. To top it all off, you didn't even have to fight for this information. It was brought to you by God. The Archangel Michael watched over you so that the truth could reach your heart without any problems. This is how heaven defends the people it loves. In a quiet, fierce way without making an announcement. For defense, you don't have to yell. You only need to be picked. You have been chosen. That's why the detective failed. The spiritual attack failed because no one can get into something that belongs to heaven. Let's go further now because the next thing you're about to get isn't just safety. It's a sign. The data that was gathered about you is now being spiritually turned around in the heavenly realms. It's being changed. The sudden glow will throw off people who thought they knew everything about you. They will wonder why what they thought about your weakness doesn't fit with the person you are becoming. That's because heaven just changed the code for your story. Beloved, the story was cut off and rewritten in light of what happened. That illness you almost got ended, that relationship that dropped out of the sky. Don't let that hold up your business or dreams. Rerouted, not turned down. You couldn't explain that bad feeling in your gut. That was God telling you that this moment was going to happen. And now that it's here, you must be careful on your way forward. Take your time. Make clarity your guide. Be quiet as you answer. When people are working against you in secret, you don't have to explain anything. Now, all you have to do is remember what heaven did for you, because this kind of truth is holy. And times like these become spiritual landmarks that you'll remember for a long time and say asterisk. That's when everything changed. Even if you don't cry. Your soul is crying right now because it's so thankful. That's why you feel better. That's why something feels like it was pulled out of your chest. There was a spiritual cord that was cut, and your energy is no longer going to places it wasn't supposed to. You were broken in ways you didn't even know about. That, my friend, is a miracle. A quiet wonder. What a clean miracle. And it was made just for you. You need to know one more thing. It was because they thought you were about to do something big that would change your life. A breakthrough, a divine partnership, a financial release, or an opportunity that was just waiting for you. Their goal was to find out how close you were so they could block or get ahead of it. They were sneaky, but now that they're known, they're not as strong. What they tried to watch without your permission is now going to be seen by everyone. That will happen because God will make sure of it. Don't turn down the light. Do not hide your progress. Don't say sorry for moving quickly. You're no longer moving in ego. You're moving straight. You're not trying to make people like you. You are following divine momentum. As you follow the rules more, doors will open for you without you having to knock. Right now is the time when you'll have easy access to everything you need, and divine timing will show up every place, and where the love you're getting will throw off people who thought they knew your limits. You were never meant for everyone to understand you. Few people were supposed to protect you, and heaven was supposed to be happy for you. And now that heaven has spoken to you, nothing on earth can change what it said. You're free. You get it. You are getting better. Now pay close attention. You will get a confirmation of this word in the next 24 to 72 hours. It might not sound like thunder. It may not be loud, but it will be real. Someone might reach out and say sorry all of a sudden. There may be a strange chance that comes your way. A long door that is stuck will move open. Names can show up in dreams or in everyday conversation. Pay attention. These are the prints of heaven. Note them down. Write them down. Because when everything comes together, which it will, you'll have proof that you were never crazy. You were always safe. Now walk forward like someone whose name was cleared in the spiritual courts. Do not beg for room. Take it. Please do not wait for permission. Move in the power of God. You are no longer being attacked in silence. You are getting a lot of help. I think the person who sent the investigator has just shown that no plan against you will work. You have been picked. You're being called. You'll be okay. It was at this moment that you woke up. Now we come to the holy end, the sealing of this divine showing. Take deep breaths, because what's coming next isn't just a good thing. It's an ending. You are on the verge of an event that will have an impact on your whole future. The sky is looking at you. Michael the Archangel is still with you. He still has his sword out. God is very proud of you. Like a parent who just keeps their child safe from a danger the child didn't see coming. It was bigger than you thought. You're ready for what comes next now that you see it. Hold on to this truth deep inside your heart. There is no more war. There is no longer any spiritual surveillance. The file is now closed. Your name is no longer being written as the one who was watched, but as the one who overcame. You didn't bow. You didn't fall down. You were kept safe in silence and trained under pressure. And now you're rising in flames. You are changed into someone who doesn't just get through dark times. You shine through it like a moving prophecy. From now on, every step you take will have weight to it. Godly weight and unshakable presence. Don't be shocked if your walk changes all of a sudden if you speak more clearly. People who stop and stare at you for no reason. You've changed the mood. They tried to track, monitor and change the old version of you, but it no longer exists. When you told the truth, that person died. When you read this message, you let heaven touch parts of your soul that you didn't know were in danger. That is the power of divine interception to bring life back to the dead with fresh air in your lungs and fire in your eyes. You're leaving this moment and you need to keep it safe. It's not easy to handle this level of clarity. Keep your peace like a crown. Line things up like a gold gatekeeper. When something gets in the way, say no. Only say yes to things that will help you heal. Since you're not just getting over a betrayal now, when you're done with deliverance, you glow. We don't need to tell people about the glow. People will see it. People will feel it. It will say your name before you speak. Soon, someone will come back into your life. But don't believe what you see. Try to find patterns. Don't try to get even. Try to find wisdom because God gave you wisdom and now you need to use it well. The person who sent the detective. What went wrong is still being thought over. And when they find out that the God slighted them, they'll either shut up or try to get back into your life with charm. Don't let confusion happen. Keep people entertained because your goal is what heaven just kept safe. That means it's bigger than you thought. Soon, people will be able to use your story to break free from chains. When you talk to people, pray to God, or meet new people, this message will keep playing over and over again in your mind. This new information makes you living proof that divine protection and spiritual warfare are real, that God still speaks, that angels still fight, and that Archangel Michael still moves when your name is being attacked. Now for the blessing. Forgive me and I will bless your life from now on. May the clarity you now have last forever. May the guards over your house be impossible to break. Your energy should stay clean, your connection should stay pure, and your momentum should never be stopped. I pray that the next 7 days are full of shocking confirmations, money that comes as a surprise, divine connections, and peace-giving details. I pray that the person who tried to use your life as a pawn is taken out of your life for good. And I pray that from now on, everything you touch will carry the energy of this moment of breaking through, feeling safe and rising. May the Archangel Michael stand by your door every night and by your side every day. May no whisper of bad things reach your energy. May you walk into rooms that turned you down before and shine with a light they can't dim. May your soul be filled with honor. May peace fill your body. Have a clear, sharp mind that is in tune with your spirit. No longer do you watch miracles happen. You are one. You are no longer having to wait. You are walking forward bravely with confidence and feeling completely safe. Now go live like it. Heaven has marked you. Be careful with it. Say it when you're told to. Don't forget that the file they tried to build on you was lost. What you're building now, on the other hand, will last forever. This holy moment will always be a part of you. It's done. If reading this made you feel something, if the chills, the clarity, or the truth seemed too good to be true, then this message was a direct line from heaven to your soul. The next thing that's going to happen is also not meant for you to miss. Archangel Michael and the other angels are still talking to you, still fighting for you, and still sending you messages that can change your whole life. This shouldn't be the last message from God you hear. Sign up now to make sure you don't miss any important spiritual messages meant to protect you, help you understand, or lead to a miraculous breakthrough. What's coming next is holy, and only people who are spiritually aware will be able to see it. The complete guide, every daily prayer, every spiritual tool, everything I have put together to help you grow your faith is down in the description. It's called the Daily Miracle Manual. Now, stay right here with me, because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.